Yo, Champs of the Making, and welcome back to Legendary Adventures. My name is Eli, aka the Big Sauce Gamer Tag.
And I'm Becky, aka Small Fry.
And guys, well, lo and behold, we have another beautiful community day upon us.
Yay!
And this one is for the wonderful cheeky monkey himself, Chimchar. And for that wonderful little guy. So with that said, if you guys have never partaken in a community day, maybe this is the first time you guys are even hearing about it, Pokemon Go has a community day event once a month where for a 3-hour time span, you can go ahead and be able to find Pokemon in your area that are spawning at a higher frequent rate, and then of course a higher possibility of shinies. So in this particular case, let's give the standard community day rundown, and then of course we're going to get into the juicy stuff of what you guys all love to know, which is those perfect IVs that you're going to find.
So let's get into it.
So Becky, tell me all the details in regards to this community day.
So like Eli said, Chimchar will be the star of this month's community day, and it's kicking off November 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's a 3-hour time stamp, and you'll be able to evolve it having the exclusive move until 4 p.m. your local time zone.
Now I heard a community day move in there? What are we talking about?
Yes, that fire type blast burn. Heck yeah!
Now what makes this great is that if you missed out on the other community days for any of the other fire type Pokemon and you're gonna need one for whether it's for PvP or for raiding, this is gonna be a great move to have and a must-have move to have on your what does he evolve into?
Infernape.
It evolves into Infernape, and so this is what's going to go ahead and be able to elevate your teams, have something that will do a lot of damage, and it'll be able to be a bit spammy in that format as well.
Just to let you guys know, like we've been saying, this move will be an exclusive move, and you will only have 2 hours after the event to do all your evolutions. And this move cannot be TM'd whatsoever. Like, this is the exclusive move with this timestamp. So
right.
Just to let you guys know.
So
on that.
You're gonna want to go ahead and be able to evolve a few.
Yes.
I mean, Chimchar's all the way up to have this particular move, and of course, based on Infernape, and of course, based on different CP levels. That way, if it ever comes up for a Silph Road PvP tournament,
yeah.
Thank you, babe. You're gonna be ready for it, because otherwise you're gonna be out there looking for these guys and
for trades, and when you could have already had yours because you already partook in the community day. So.
That, and she just nailed it right there. 4 trades, and anything that gives you that one up to go ahead and get something that you don't have is always a must-have to have in your Pokédex and your Pokébank.
Let's keep in mind that you are gonna need 125 candies to evolve Chimchar all the way up to Infernape.
Right. So this is going to be one of those events that once after you evolve them, go ahead and trade with your friends to make those lucky trades, hopefully. And then of course, it makes it easier to go ahead and power up. And of course, it's going to be a great one to have because since it is one of the starter Pokemon, it also is one of the cheaper Pokemon to give that third move. The third move, or aka the second charge move. So with that said, let's go ahead and cover the other details that we've been dancing around, which is community day. Aside from seeing this little guy spawn all over the place, right. what are we going to see?
Well, you might encounter its shiny form as well, so keep that in mind. It will be hot pink all the way through, so that's what's up.
It's gonna be a spicy meatball.
Yeah, it looks so dope.
Oh, and on top of it being shiny, so we're already pumped about that stuff, we also get a few little things that give an extra boost to the actual 3-hour grind. So what are we looking at? Now it's bonus time!
So the bonuses for this month's community day is that you will have 3-hour lures. So the duration of the event, but be sure you guys to put these lures down when the event starts, not before, or it won't count for the full 3 hours. It's just gonna be a regular 30-minute lure, so just keep in mind when the event starts.
True.
Okay, next bonus, 1/4 hatching distance for all incubators. So yay, we're gonna be hatching eggs left and right, hopefully, right? So because this is a community day, and if it happens to be your first one ever, or perhaps you're coming back to it and haven't played in a while, refresher, and a must-do move in itself is go ahead and make sure you set an alarm clock on your phone. Time every 30 minutes to go ahead and throw up a lucky egg,
and the star peas. Because you're going to go ahead and be catching a lot. You want to make sure that you're maximizing.
Incense. Don't forget about those incense.
They make a huge difference in regards to finding those shinies. And then, of course, looking for those perfects.
Also, a little key reminder is to clear out all your research tasks, the ones you don't want, if they're not for like Spinda or anything like that, because there will be special research tasks related to Chimchar and its evolutions throughout the whole community day, and sometimes those rewards are pretty sweet, so be on the lookout for that.
That's true, because for the most part, those rewards tend to give you additional Pokeballs, candies, or sometimes... I was going to say Stardust, which I'm fiending for. But with that said, let's go over those numbers.
What are the perfect IVs for Chimchar?
Well, okay, guys. So here, keep in mind that you do need to be around level 32, if not higher, for these numbers to go ahead and be right on the money. Otherwise, of course, you're going to want to use the appraisal system that we have in-game to go ahead and match it. But for the most part, without having to look at it, personally, I like to know at least what the lowest one is so that I don't delete it by accident. And for a perfect low IV Chimchar, you're looking at 12. 12 combat power.
That's non-weather boosted, right?
That is non-weather boosted. 12 combat power is what you're looking at. And then, of course, let's go ahead and run the rest of the numbers in regards to it. You're going to go ahead and be obtaining a 36, 61, 85, 110, and 135 for the low part. Now, here's the key item for all my PvP players, for you guys that want to go ahead and get something for Great League. Make sure that you do not go over the 536. 536 is the cutoff.
That's
the cutoff.
Okay.
Anything higher than that is going to put you over the 1500 mark. Anything below that, you are in the safe area. So that's where you want to go ahead and maximize, trying to get as many as you can under that belt if you're going to go ahead and do for PvP.
Okay.
Now, of course, if you want to go ahead...
No, but you're saying the Great League, right?
Yes, for Great League. Okay. Thank you. Because, of course, as you guys know, there are other tiers of PvP. We got the Ultra League. For Ultra League in itself, we can easily be under 711, 699, 676, 652, and 629, just to give a few off right there in regards to that tier level. And then, of course, you can bring it down all the way down to 559, which would be the perfect, the low perfect in regards to that level. And then, of course, well, guys, you want to know what the master one is. You guys want to know what the one that you're gonna be searching for, so that you can go ahead and find it in regards to the ones that you're going to most likely be evolving to use for raids. Maybe even for the ones that you're going to utilize to want to battle team Rocket Grunts. And so with that said, let's go ahead and cover those high numbers as well. Now, we got to keep in mind that there is a level between what is weather boosted and non-weather boosted. So non-weather boosted right now, we're looking at 815 as the perfect CP for it. We're looking at 804, 792, 780, 769, 757, and 746 to ramble off a few. And now the perfect weather boosted, we're looking at what?
So the perfect weather boost is a max at 889 and a low 704.
Right, so the other ones that we did match up already.
Okay.
So thank you on that. All right, so if you guys have finished writing those numbers down, fantastic. Now we do have a few other items that we want to keep you guys in mind, what to go ahead and be collecting over the next 2 days while we wait for Community Day to actually hit. So what are the items that we're looking to get from Pokestops or from friend gifts?
So the key items to look for is, like we've already mentioned before, incense, a whole bunch of pineapple berries, a whole bunch of Pokeballs. Depending on how you play, it might be the regular Pokeballs or the Ultra Balls. Right. If you're the type of player that uses the gachas, the Pokeballs, you're gonna want to go ahead and stack up on your red Pokeballs, get rid of the Great Balls, and just focus on the Ultra Balls, just because it makes it faster for catching. But if you're old school and just want to go ahead and catch everything you can, then try to accrue as many Pokeballs as you can. And then, of course, think about storage, guys. You don't want to go ahead and be playing out there and then realize you're out of storage and you have to clear. I think you should make about 100 space for Chimchar.
I'm gonna go with 200, and here's why. Not to say that
minimum.
Here's if you have the space to do it. Here's why to do 200, because it does take 125 candies. You're gonna want to go ahead and collect as many as you can, delete as many as you can, and try to get those candies. For the mass transferring.
That depends, but yeah.
Okay, see, different trainers play different ways, and that's okay. We just want to go ahead and make sure that you guys are thinking these things so that you're not caught off guard. And then, of course, there are a few other things you wanted to mention, right? Oh, right. The community box, the event box for today, right?
Yes. So just keep in mind, you guys, that Niantic usually puts out a pretty good event box in the shop. So be aware on that. Get your Pokecoins, like do gym takeovers if you have the Pokecoin for it.
Right, right. You still have time, guys, to go ahead and accrue a few more coins to go ahead and get you that Pokebox, that Community Day box to utilize. Usually it does come with maybe 30 additional Pokeballs, a few Essence or Lures or Star Pieces. So, you know, it's just something worth taking a look in regards to that.
So trainers, we wish you guys the best of luck on this Chimchar Community Day. Do not get frustrated the first 10 minutes of the Community Day because it might take a while for Chimchar to start appearing. You know, there's always those like kind of like technical issues. Make sure you're restarting the game, and we wish you shiny luck, you guys.
And guys, just a quick reminder, don't forget to go ahead and carry your extra battery chargers or portable chargers. Bring cables, not only for your type of phone, or perhaps a friend. If you have it. You know, we're Pokemon Go and community days.
Community.
It's about community. It's about playing. So make sure that you're able to partake with everyone. If you have little ones with you, make sure they're bundled up right, and you bring water or snacks, because 3 hours is a long drive.
For yourselves as well.
Right, because there's a lot of Poke2.
Self-love, self-care.
I feel like that's just a memento for me to be like, don't be hangry. But, you know, it is what it is. So, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.